I know there's a lot of anxiety right now regarding the coronavirus pandemic. As you know, the health situation must be addressed quickly, but many of us are also concerned about the impact on the economy as well. Amidst all this anxiety, anyone with a megaphone, from the mainstream media to a lone blogger, has realized that bad news sells. Unfortunately, we will continue to see a rash of horrifying headlines over the next few months. Let's make sure we aren't paralyzed by a headline before we read the full story. Now, when it comes to the health issue, you should look to places like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, also known as the CDC, for the most reliable information. But finding reliable resources with information on the economic impact of the virus is more difficult. For this reason, it's important that it sheds some light on the situation. There are already alarmist headlines starting to appear. Here are two such examples surfacing this week. Now, the first headline is that Goldman Sachs forecasts the largest drop in GDP in almost 100 years. It sounds like Armageddon, doesn't it? Though the headline is true, it doesn't reflect the full essence of the Goldman Sachs forecast. The projection is actually that we'll have a tough first half of the year, but the economy will bounce back nicely in the second half. GDP will be up 12% in the third quarter and up another 10% in the fourth. This aligns with research from John Burns Consulting involving pandemics, the economy, and home values. They concluded that historical analysis showed us pandemics are usually V-shaped, sharp recessions that recover quickly enough to provide little damage to home prices. And some very cutting-edge search engine analysis by our informational and management team showed the current slowdown is playing out similarly thus far. So the economy will suffer for the next few months, but then it will recover. That's certainly not Armageddon. The second headline I want to talk about is that a Fed president predicts 30% unemployment. That statement was made by James Bullard, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. What Bullard actually said was it could reach 30%. But let's look at what else Bullard said in the same Bloomberg News interview. This is a planned, organized partial shutdown of the U.S. economy in the second quarter. The overall goal is to keep everyone, households and businesses, whole with the government support. Now, according to Bloomberg, he also went on to say, I would see the third quarter as a transitional quarter, with the fourth quarter and the first quarter of next year as quite robust, as Americans make up for lost spending. Those quarters might be boom quarters, he said. Again, Bullard agrees we will have a tough first half and rebound quickly. You know, there's a lot of misinformation out there. If you want the best advice on what's happening in the current housing market, let's talk today. Just reach out to me by private or direct message, or you can text or call me at 215-778-9687. Or contact me through the area's premier real estate website at paulrossohomes.com. And as always, my mission is to help you understand your options, give you the confidence you need to move forward, and help you navigate through the real estate maze so you can achieve your real estate goals.